Hey everybody, Gina DeLuca here. So I'm going to explore a bit the color palette that I did the other day with blue and copper. The colors I'm using, I have the Phthalo Blue in the Liquitex Basics, which is an opaque, and that seems to fall to the background. I have a mix of bright aqua green and turquoise. The aqua is Basics, turquoise is Artist Loft. I have Artist Loft Copper, Artist Loft Old Gold. Artist Loft's metallic line, the colors are just beautiful. I love them. And the my base coat mixture is a mix of Artist Loft white and gold in the Flow Acrylics. So I need to make some of these records for something I have coming up. So figured I might as well do a couple of those. What I will do is, this is 12 inches. That comes out to roughly 4 ounces of paint. And I will do 1 ounce of each color. There is no silicone. These paints are mixed very thin. Actually, these look a little bit thick, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. Probably still be pretty no matter what. These colors look great together. The paints are mixed 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. And you can see the copper is already selling. If you can see that, I don't want to tilt it too much. And the gold. Okay, let me get these out of the way. So they are 2 parts Floetrol, 1 part paint, and I have added my mix of Floetrol and water. This is 90% water, 10% Floetrol. I add that until I get the consistency that I like. I've put this record on a turntable. This is basically just a cake decorating turntable, which I've duct taped to a plate to keep it out of the paint and to give me a little more clearance. I'm just going to lay down a bit of a base coat to allow the paint to move around more freely once poured. Just get those edges a little bit wet. I'm not planning on negative space on this one. I just want the coverage to be even. Okay. Really quick torch to pop any bubbles. You do not want to torch a vinyl record for long. Not a good idea. Okay, my gold didn't sink, so this is telling me that my paint is thicker than what I actually want, but let's see what happens. I actually have more paint left in this cup, but I like this. I like what's happening there. And I'm going to take this off. Okay, quick torch to pop any bubbles. There's no silicone in here, so the torching is more about popping bubbles than it is about making cells. The torch, when you are using silicone, makes the silicone rise and it brings the paint with it. Tilting very, very slowly. And I forgot my gloves and it's too late now. There's something going on right here. I feel like there's a hunk of something in there. It's holding this area back, but I don't see anything. It's acting like there's something there. Trying to find the culprit. wound up with it all over me this time. Okay, well, it is still very pretty. I love these colors together, but it definitely needs to be thinner to get those big juicy cells, but also this is a pretty small substrate, and if I were to stretch this, I would get more cells. But I think I kind of like this composition. Although, perhaps for the sake of science. All right, let's be experimental. What the hey? There is definitely something in this paint. Okay, well, I probably should have left it where it was, but that's all right. Okay, well, I'm gonna move this one out of the way and grab another. Okay, gonna do another quick one here. I laid down a base coat already. I think I'm just gonna do a standard ring pour on this one. Some blue, phthalo, my mix. I haven't thinned this out, even though I know it needs to be thinner to get those big cells. But I plan on doing a big canvas after this, and I will thin it out for that. Let me actually do a touch of blue here on the outside. Whatever you pour out first, whatever goes in last comes out first, and that will often wind up being the outside, which is why the colors that I want to sell, I want them to sink so that they blend in with the other colors as they're pouring, but it doesn't always work out that way. Often when my consistency is wrong. darn those tails. Nothing to cry about. Just fix it before you stretch it. Okay. Okay, well that looks kind of cool. Let me just pop any bubbles here. So what I'm noticing regarding pouring on vinyl records, where the label is, the paint does not want to slide as it does on the other parts, on the actual vinyl part. So I get like a little bit of strange formation here where it should be more even like it is out here. It's catching on the label. I've noticed this on several records that I've poured, and it's probably why I'm not usually very happy with them. Okay, here's the first piece. Close up. I love the edges, these little feathery lines. This should be very pretty when it's dry. And I can come in and touch up those edges before I varnish. Okay, here's the second piece. I love the way the copper and the blue look together, the contrast. I will definitely be doing more with these colors, and I will be doing a big canvas next, so stay tuned. But that's it for this video. Hope you learned something. I did. And please like and share and subscribe. All of that good stuff. And if there's anything that you would like to see me try, please post it in the comments. I love a challenge. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Go make some art.